my fellow travelers on this spaceship Earth, spiraling through space and time. We've reached that point where we've come to this brief journey around the wheel. And we've come to the wheel. You know, we talk about the wheel as being, the personification of the movement through life. And yet, we've talked about godheads and their influence. But the wheel itself, it has its own message.
And it has its, in essence, what we call the keepers of the wheel here. You know, this is the hidden face, the face you cannot see. That, you know, every organizing principle has something behind it that you don't see on the surface. You know, and here, the keepers of the wheel really comes out of that Tibetan Buddhism tradition, but there's no face to it. There's no godhead, to it. There is the wheel itself. And the keepers are really those forces that keep the wheel turning. You get in Tibet the prayer wheels that are spinning. That's the wheel of life itself, is constantly spinning. And here, you know, we've got that ending and beginnings, the alpha and omega, omega and alpha, that
yin, yang,
the beginning and the end, and the transitions in between. And it's a very interesting place because it takes us around again to the new beginnings. And yet, when we reach the end, what is the hidden truth? What is the inner truth that we find? And it is that the form is terminal. It will die. But the personality crystal, another story.
And that's part of what, you know, the evolution of mind, that's what it's moving towards. It's moving towards this realization of itself. You know, and it does it through coming back time and time and time and time again. And we're the vehicles, these forms are the vehicles through which that exploration takes place. And these are the guys who, you know, they look after it. They make sure that, you know, the wheel is turning, it doesn't stop, it just keeps on going.
And when we look at these transitions, I mean, transitions are an important part of my design. And what I see is that, you know, transition points are endings and beginnings, but they're like taking the next step. You know, death becomes just the next step in life. It's not this, you know, curtains to black kind of thing. It's not the end, it's the beginning of something else. There is this mutative force here. We're in the quarter of mutation, that something new will come around again. Where do we come to at the end of the wheel? We're going to come back around to Kali, to death, birth, resurrection, that whole process of rebirth again. But here is that moment before stepping through the door, the opening and closing of doors itself.
And that's the glimpse, you know, that's what these faces allow. They allow a little look behind the veil. And that's what we've been presenting to you. That's what we've been providing you, just a little glimpse. There's more to come. The rabbit hole is very deep.
And, you know, with this one, where you come to with the beginning is the new experience, you know, and that potential to have life be a new experience when you live according to your strategy and authority.